Welcome back to Kossi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kossi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is your preview. Arsenal take on Bodo Glimt tomorrow on Thursday in the Europa League. Match day 2 for Arsenal. Match day 3 for Bodo Glimt. Important game in terms of Arsenal keeping our consistency and also going on top of the table with a game in hand. I think this is the only chance for Arsenal to clearly get out of a Europa League group without any difficulties. You beat Bodo Glimt home and away, you're through, and your next problems will come later in the round of 32, round of 16, and in the quarterfinals. So hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the podcast as we preview Arsenal Bodo Glimt. How important is the game? What kind of names do I want Mikel Arteta to make? Because I want 11 changes. You heard me right. I want 11 changes in this game. Every player that played against Tottenham Hotspur should not appear in this game. We have a very hectic schedule. We have a very difficult game coming on Sunday against Liverpool. So every player that played on Saturday against Spurs must be rested. And I'm very serious when I say that. Of course, if you disagree with me, in the comment section, tell me, do you feel we should go strong? Do you think Mikel Arteta should go strong? Or should we make the 11 changes Kossi is talking about? Now, if you look at the top, if you look at the table in our group A, right about now, Arsenal are in second, Bodo Glimt are in first, FC Zurich last, and PSV Eindhoven are sitting in third. Now the difference here is that Arsenal have only played one game. Bodo Glimt and FC Zurich have played 2 games, and that's where you can see Bodo Glimt do have 4 points and Arsenal have only 3. Now they're not a very scary side in my opinion. They're not that kind of side that Arsenal should be scared of. You look at their last 5 games in the Norwegian League: 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. So they do pick up those kind of mixed results. They do pick up those kind of, let's call them mixed results. They don't win, so much, and again, they don't lose so much. But one thing we'll pick up here is they went to the Netherlands against PSV Eindhoven and picked up a point. That is a message. That is a message to all the other clubs in the group that Bodo Glimt are not a club to be toying around with and playing around with. They're serious. They mean business, and there is a reason as to why they're on top of the group, right about now. So they went to PSV, picked up a point in the Netherlands. They did beat FC Zurich 2-1. I think that was at home in Norway. So 4 points. It's time for them to get out of that, to get off that top of the table. It's time for Arsenal to show our dominance. So this game, guys, is important. In this way, number one, I think we get on top of the table for the first time this season in the Europa League. And the moment we get on top of the table, we are not coming down. So for me, they come at the Emirates Stadium, which is a very good, a very good advantage for us. In all these games that are in October, you have Tottenham at the Emirates in October. You have Bodo Glimt at the Emirates in October. You have Liverpool at the Emirates in October as well. So 3 games at the Emirates Stadium is a very good opportunity for us to take 9 points out of the available 9. Don't mess up. We cannot mess up. So at the Emirates Stadium, Bodo Glimt don't stand a chance. And this is what I've seen as well. They do have allergies against real quality. They lost 4-1 against Dinamo Zagreb in the UCL playoff rounds, and that's why they are in the Europa League. Otherwise, it could have been them in the UEFA Champions League and Dinamo Zagreb in our group. So when they meet real quality, when they meet real opposition, they tend to tremble. They tend to crumble under pressure. And that's what I want Arsenal to do. I want us to come into this game with real quality. I want us to come into this game as a top side, as the Premier League side, as UK, as Premier League league leaders. I want us to play and exhibit that kind of form. It's on the Emirates Stadium, so it's on our own carpet. That gives us a massive advantage, just like I've said. Look, all these clubs do stand a chance in in these knockout stages, in these group stages, because they know they can play a low block. They can sit in a very, very good shape, get you on the break, score one or score two, and then get a result. But coming to the Emirates Stadium, coming to visiting a team in the Premier League, especially a team in high spirits, a team for me, a team in the best form in the UK now, in the Premier League right now, Arsenal, it's not going to be that easy. And look, it's unlikely that they are going to play us at the Emirates Stadium, because again, that takes so much out of the game. We're gonna have more fans, in the stadium. Our fans are really believing. Our fans are chanting every player's name. I don't see them stand a chance at the Emirates Stadium. Look, I wouldn't really care if Arsenal drew this game, because I know there's so many other games to pick up points in. But remember, this game and PSV Eindhoven are the last two home games we have in this group. The rest of the other fixtures are gonna come away. We have to go away to Bodo Glimt, and we have to go away to PSV Eindhoven as well. So, in my opinion, Arsenal cannot afford to slip up. Arsenal cannot afford to make any mistakes in this game. At the Emirates Stadium, it should be a very, very, a very, very easy one. So win this one, get on top of the table. 6 points. They will have 3. I think PSV Eindhoven will have 4. If they beat Zurich, definitely they will beat Zurich. And then our next game is against Bodo Glimt. Again, beat them at their own turf, at their own grounds. Go there in Norway, beat them, and that will mark the qualification of Arsenal out of this group. Now, the other reason why I feel this game is very important is consistency, and consistency is key to a club like Arsenal. Consistency is key to a club that is looking to win the Europa League and the Premier League currently, because we are on course of doing that, and consistency is going to be a very, very huge part, in our success, in our journey. And that's why I hate the World Cup. I hate the World Cup edition in Qatar, because it just takes a lot of rhythm. It just takes a lot of, consistency from Arsenal, from all these other, clubs that will be on form. Take an example, Napoli. Take an example, Arsenal. Take an example of all these clubs that are on a very, very good run, and then the World Cup is gonna come, and it's going to stop everything, and we'll have to go back on zero, start back on zero, and create a clean slate. It's going to be absolutely, for me, trash, absolute trash. But anyway, consistency as well is going to be very key in this month, in October. Actually, I had not realized, but Arsenal have a game every 3 weeks until the World Cup. Every 3 days until the World Cup. Not only in October, but also in November, we have 4 fixtures in 12 days. That means that every 3 to 4 days, right, Arsenal have a fixture. Every 3.5 days, Arsenal have a fixture. Now, the only way to pick up points in such a very hectic schedule is you have to pick up results on a more consistent basis. You have to play well on a more consistent basis as well. So the rhythm from the Tottenham Hotspur game should actually take us into the Bodo Glimt game, win that, and the rhythm from those 2 wins should take us into the Liverpool game very confidently, very strongly, win that as well. And if you beat Liverpool, you're more than rest assured that you'll go and beat Bodo Glimt away from home. And then after picking up those 4 wins in a row, there's a bigger advantage. Of course, you will have picked up some injuries and burnout, but the consistency, the morale, the motivation will actually drive you to beat Leeds United away from home. So, in my opinion, that is the second reason why this game is very important. Just to make sure that we keep on winning, right? And I love such kind of games. Zurich, Bodo, playing the likes of Astana, playing the likes of Sheffield, they're called Sheriff Tiraspol. The advantage with these games is they just allow you to keep on winning, right? Look, they're dangerous games. If you don't beat them, it psychologically hinders your players, because it creates that kind of regret. We should have won this game. We should have won this game. We should have won this game, right? So it creates that kind of regret. It creates that kind of emotional damage. And I don't want Arsenal to suffer any emotional damage right now, especially as we get into that Liverpool game over the weekend. So consistency is going to be key. And what better way to keep your consistency, to keep on winning, than playing Bodo Glimt. The third game is the third reason why the game is very important, guys. Rotation. I've said at the beginning of this video, rotate 11 players, and I'm serious. This is what I'll do. We'll get into my starting lineup the moment we get the final team news from Mikel Arteta regarding the general shape of the squad, who is in, who is out, and all that. But in my opinion, rotate the whole 11. First and foremost, Matana in goal for Aaron Ramsdale. Takehiro Tomiyasu should be playing at centre back. Cedric Soares is back, so Cedric should be playing at right back. Takehiro Tomiyasu alongside Rob Holding in centre back. I don't know if that really makes a lot of sense, but I'll do that because just to rotate Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. Alexander Zinchenko to the bench, or you can even leave him leave him out of the squad. I have no problem with that. Kieran Tierney should be playing at left back. Albert Sambi Lokonga in midfield alongside. Now, this is where we have a problem because Lokonga does not have a partner. But I would say Lokonga in midfield, Fabio Vieira in midfield as well. So that is those are two in midfield. Play Reece Nelson on the left. On the right, Marquinhos. Down through the middle, Eddie Nketiah, of course, as the striker. And then one more guy. I think one more guy to join up, in the midfield. I think we can do it because I want every player to get maximum rest. Liverpool is gonna be a very tough task ahead. It's a very tough task ahead. You have Jurgen Klopp, who is a tactical masterclass. You have a quality side in Liverpool. They will be bouncing back. They'll be looking to bounce back. They've not won a game of football in the Premier League consistently. They have not won consistent games. So they're looking to bounce back after that 3-3 draw against Brighton. They're not going to be an easy side. So for me, against Bodo Glimt, however much I want to respect them, however much I want to give them that huge amount of quality and praise, I don't see how they will hurt Arsenal. I don't see how I don't see how Arsenal should be scared of them. I'm going to go a whole squad change, rotate the whole 11, and that's the other advantage we have in this game. Now, quality-wise, they're better than FC Zurich. Yeah, get me right. Quality-wise, they're better than FC Zurich, and the reason I'm rotating the whole 11 is they're traveling to the Emirates Stadium. Different atmosphere, different kind of environment. They will be scared. Right? And we can take advantage of them. That's why I'm saying Arsenal should confidently change and rotate the whole 11. When we go to Norway, I would say change around 5, make around 5 changes to the original starting 11, and around 8 players, around 7 players should be starting, in that game. But right now, it should be a complete squad overall, a complete 11 overall. It should be a complete rotation as well. So in terms of the team news, we don't have so many big stories to talk about. Cedric Soares is returning. That is a very, very important one because Cedric can play on the left-hand side of the defense and also on the right-hand side of the defense as well. I think he's one of those very versatile players that Mikel Arteta likes a lot, especially when it comes to using their versatility. We've seen him play Cedric Soares on the at left back. We've also seen him play Cedric Soares at right back. In my case, he's back, he's fit. Play him at right back. I mean, don't force him to play at left back. It would be a little bit uncomfortable for a player who's coming back from injury. So play him at right back. It would make a lot of sense, in my opinion. The other big story is Reece Nelson is also returning. We need to rest Gabriel Martinelli. We need to rotate Bukayo Saka. And for me, Reece Nelson and Marquinhos should be the 2 players that replace Martinelli and Bukayo Saka in this game. You need Martinelli on Sunday. You need Bukayo Saka on Sunday at their best with fresh legs and a lot of time to rest. So Reece Nelson is back. Cedric Soares is back as well. Those are the 2 big stories. But in the comment section, let me know who should join Lokonga and Fabio Vieira in midfield, because I'm playing a 4-3-3 right? I'm playing a 4-3-3, and I'm missing someone in midfield. Elneny is not available. Smith Rowe is not available. I want to rotate SAKA. That's why I'm tinkering with the midfield. I want us to rotate Granit Xhaka at least for one game. Should it be Ethan Nwaneri? I don't think Ethan Nwaneri is ready for this fixture. I don't think Ethan Nwaneri is ready for this fixture. I mean, it's one of those games where it's one of those fixtures that remind you of Ainsley Maitland-Niles. It's not a quality player, but just available, right? He can take you through the first 70 minutes, and if it has not worked out, you can introduce a Thomas Partey, you can introduce a Granit Xhaka just to make things better and turn the game around. So in terms of the team news, that is what we have. Two big incomings from injury, two big returns from injury, Reece Nelson, and of course the boy himself, Cedric Soares. Both of them, in my opinion, should be going straight into the starting lineup. Rob Holding should be the captain. Of course, yeah, Rob Holding should be the captain. Like, I've seen him captain this Arsenal side in a couple of occasions, and we picked up points. So Rob Holding being the captain I wouldn't really mind. I don't know whether, a couple of people would mind, but I wouldn't really mind, Rob Holding captaining this side. And I'm going to say Arsenal will win this game. My prediction will be coming with a predicted lineup after Mikel Arteta gives us everything we need to know about the squad, everything we need to know about who's starting, who's not starting. Then I will do my predicted 11 and my prediction. But I'm strong. The Gunners will go on this one, win as we prepare against Liverpool. Your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you in the next one as we react to Mikel Arteta's press conference, the predicted 11, and also I'm going to do my research on how do Bodo Glimt play, and I'll do that video how to beat Bodo Glimt, which will be premiering later. See you soon.